Hello. So, in this chapter, we are learning about the Maratha versus and the other colonies. Right? We are learning about the Marathas versus other colonies, and this is very important for all of us. Why we are learning this? We have completed about the Portuguese versus Marathas, the Dutch versus Marathas, and the French versus Marathas. So, basically, we try to understand how the Maratha people had defeated the colonism colonizer when the British was there. So at that time, Maratha Empire was also there. So basically, when there was a Britisher scheme, so Maratha Empire was became totally weakened. But before the Britisher, there were many other colonizer have came, French, Portuguese. They have given a tough time to the Maratha people, but they have also fight back. In 1668, the French established their factory at Rajapur by seeking permission from Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Okay, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. In 1668, the French established their factory at Rajapur by seeking permission from Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Clear? So French people were very smart. They have asked to the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. They have permission. They got the permission from Maharaj, and for what? For factory. They established ammunition to the Swarajya in Britain, and they in return what they had given to the Maratha people ammunition. Okay, the Marathas are remaining true to their friendly relation with the French. With the French left the French factory unarmed during their second attack on Surat. So if I talk about uh, the relationship between the French people and the Marathas were uh, totally very good when the second attack done by the Maratha on Surat. So their factory was unharmed. Why? Because the Maratha people and the French people have a very good relation. In return, the French paid big tribute to them. So when the second attack on Surat, there was no harm on the French factory, so they had given the big tribute. In 1677, clear, 77, the Francois Martin, the Governor General of Puducherry. So there was a Governor General of Puducherry, the Francis Martin obtained a permission for opening a factory there and assurance of his safety. Again, there was another Governor General. He obtained a permission from the Maratha Empire, and he established a factory over the Puducherry. Puducherry, it is in south. And after the southern campaign by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. So after the campaign means what they are doing a protest movement by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Maratha supremacy was established in the coast of Coromandel. So after the campaign, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, their their power was also started in coast of Coromandel. Later, the rivalry between the British and the French got extended. So after that, the rivalry between the British and the French got extended their colonies in India as well. So if I talk about the rivalry between the British and the French got extended to their colonies in India as well, and they compete for dominance on various Indian territories. Both begin to interfere in the administration of local kingdom. The French gained entry in the courts of Nizam under the pretext of imparting military training. So here the situation was very nice. If you look, the French people were very smart. They asked the permission to establish a factory, but after that, what happened? The French people also got also became the greedy person for capturing the land on the India, and at the same time the Britisher was also there. You know, for capturing the land on the for capturing the land land on the local kingdom. Clear? Ibrahim Khan Gardi. Okay, Ibrahim Khan Gardi, a mercenary trained under the French, was hired. Okay, Ibrahim Khan Gardi, a mercenary trained under the French, was hired. Sadashirobai. So there was a person, a French person, was hired by the Sadashirobai Peshwa. Sadashirobai is a cousin of the Shivaji Maharaj too, in the Maratha army in 1761 as the chief artillery. In the third battle of Panipat, Maharaja Shinde had observed Ibrahim Khan's skills. So if I talk about the Ibrahim Khan was trained under the French, and he was hired by the Maratha people. Why? Because the in the battle of Panipat, the Maharaja Shinde observed his skills and inspired by it, and he built an army with the help of Boyne Baron, a French military trainer, and also established a well equipped artillery backed by his trained army. Maharaja Shinde could establish Maratha power in the North India. He was successful keeping the British under control. If I talk about Ibrahim Khan, the Ibrahim Khan Gardi was a person. He was trained under the French army, and his skills was observed by the Maharaja Shinde, and Maharaja Shinde also trained their people, and he kept the British people, and he kept the British people under control in the north part. Clear? Okay. So in short, we can say that the British people were very smart. In the initial period, they have asking permission, and after a period of time, they are ruling the capturing the area. Clear? Now we will look at the British and the Maratha Empire. This is very important to know us how the Maratha Empire was weakened. Okay. How the Maratha Empire was weakened and what is the reason behind it. Clear, everyone? So here if I talk about the British and the Maratha Empire, the political relation between the British, everyone is aware about it. So obviously the situation, most of the people are just imagining that the British people have directly entered. No, the British people were became powerful after the Maratha Empire, because before a Britisher, who was the powerful? The Maratha people. So when Maratha people have weakened, then British people had established their colonies in India. Clear? The political relationship between the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and the British began due to the Afzal Khan episode. So if I talk about the relationship between of the Maratha and the British was started because of the Afzal Khan episode. The prior to the meeting between the Maharaj and the Afzal Khan, Dabul was conquered by the Maratha army. Okay, so before meeting of the Afzal Khan, the Dabul was conquered by the Maratha army. So here it is explaining that the Maratha Empire had met to the British Empire during the Afzal Khan situation, Afzal Khan scene. So before the meeting of before meeting of Afzal Khan, the Maratha army had captured Dabul, and at that time there were 3 ships of Afzal Khan unloading in the Dabul port. So at that time only there were 3 ships of Afzal Khan was unloading in the Dabul port. Okay, on receiving the report of the Afzal Khan death, the Muhammad Sharif, his representative in Dabul, took hold took hold of the ships along with the wealth and goods on it, and fled to Rajapur. So the situation what happened over here. So first of all, here it is saying that Maratha Empire have came in contact with the British people first time when there was a Afzal Khan situation. So here it is situation is saying that Dabul is a area which is under the control of Maratha people. So at that time when the Dabul is a port, and this area was under the control of Maratha people. So at that time Afzal Khan had sent three ships at Dabul port, and when those three ships were unloading during that time, there was another news came like the Afzal Khan was dead, and who was unloading the ship? His representative Muhammad Sharif. So Muhammad Sharif, when he heard the news of his emperor has died, so he had started taking returning his products, and he started returning back. He fled away from Rajapur to Rajapur, and Faisal Khan, the Afzal Khan's son. So Faisal Khan, the Afzal Khan's son, asked the Abdul Karim, the Subedar of Rajapur, to unload the ships at Rajapur. The Marathas took advantage of this opportunity to attack Rajapur and conquered it. And now Abdul Karim. So here the situation happened. The another character, which means the son of the Afzal Khan. Uh, Afzal Khan is Faisal Khan. Faisal Khan is said to the his representative to unload the ships in Rajapur. So Maratha people were very smart. They have to they have to capture the Rajapur, and they find this is the best opportunity for them. Now the Abdul Karim, who had taken a loan from British, was unable to repay it. So now the situation is coming closer. So now the Abdul Karim was a person, he had taken a loan from British people, and he is refused to pay. And hence the British seized one of the three ships which were Abdul Karim charged. So three ships the British people have taken those ships because Abdul Karim didn't pay the money what he had asked for. And the British people in three ships they have taken one ships, and then of course this was unacceptable to the Marathas, and they asked the British to return ship. So this is the situation when the Maratha people have came into contact with the British people, and the Maratha people it is unacceptable for them, so they have asked return the ships. The British refused to do so, and hence the Maratha detained the Velaji, the local agent of the British, and when British people ask give the ships, and they have refused to do that. Then after that, Maratha people have arrested the local agent who was the Maratha Velaji, and the British officer, and the Philip Gifford, the British officer, visited the Maratha camp to request Maratha came to request Velaji release, but he was also detained there, and later both of them were released. However, the incident strained Maratha British relation. So if I talk about uh, the situation happened over there, one ship have taken by the British, so they have arrested the local agent Velaji, and for supporting Velaji there was a person came, a British officer Philip Gifford, and he was also arrested, and after a period of time they have released, but the relationship between the British and the Maratha was becoming totally strained, which is very bad. Clear? So I am stopping here. We will start from here in the next video.